It's a private joke. Okay, right next to Daryl is a very, very good friend of mine who hails from Phoenix, Arizona, as do I. And we became really good friends in the 90s, in mid-90s, and he's helped me on many a demo, and he's the kind of person that when it's just us, and he plays everything, guitars. If I say, get the Joni Mitchell harp, he will get it, and he will play it well. Ladies and gentlemen, on bass, Mr. Al Ortiz. Just Al. I know they're going to come up any second, and then a computer voice is going to come in and just introduce you for me. Okay, the girls. First of all, you might wonder if you are a diehard fan of mine who's been coming to my shows actually since 1981. You will notice that there's a blonde over there instead of a redhead. The reason is because my sister-in-law Lori, who has the red hair, her daughter and my niece Jessie is having a baby in January, and Lori is 65, and I said, Lori, Nix, you go home and stay with your baby while she has her baby. So that's where Lori is. Now, what happened was that we got a Stardust touch by our little blonde friend over there, because she sang with us a long time ago and knew a lot of these songs, and I said, what about Minnie? And we called her, and Minnie's real name is Marilyn, but we don't call her Marilyn. And I said, Minnie, can you come on tour with us? And Minnie said, yes! And she basically saved our life, because nobody else could have come in this easily without a ripple. So ladies and gentlemen, Miss Marilyn Martin on vocal. Yeah. We have to do something to have fun if you're just in between songs. Okay, so the next person is a very good friend of mine since 1978. I met Sharon in Maui, and Sharon was in a band, and she was up on stage playing, and I was sitting there drinking, and I thought, that girl's good. If I ever do have a solo career or something, I should ask her if she wants to be in my band. And so I did. I stayed until the end of her set, and I asked her, hey, Sharon, if I ever do a solo career, would you like to be in it? She said, sure. And so 2 months later, or sooner, you moved to Los Angeles into my library, where she was surrounded by books. And we made a record very soon after that. But Sharon, the little story about Sharon is that when I first met her, I wanted to write a song. And when I want to write a song, I'm like driven. And I'm like, I need a piano. So Sharon goes, well, I'll get you a piano. And so she goes and she finds an upright grand. And here comes Sharon down the road, the dirt road. I am not kidding. And there it is, the baby grand upright piano. And we spent like a month writing songs and hanging out and singing. So she's your girl if you need some musical instruments. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Sharon Celani on vocal. Okay, following up Sharon is another really good friend of mine who's been in my band for a long time. His name is Carlos, and Carlos, it will come up soon on the screen. Carlos is one of those musicians that plays all kinds of music, and he plays all different kinds of guitar, and he's really quite fascinating because he has such a huge, amazing knowledge of music. And he also keeps us laughing, and it's very important out here when you're on the road, and it's hard out here. And you have somebody like a therapist. and he's our therapist, basically. So, ladies and gentlemen, on magical guitar, Mr. Carlos Rios. So right over here is, I told you already that we met Waddy in 1971, and we've been really working together ever since. And the great thing about working with somebody, as long as Waddy and I have been working together, is that we feel like we've known each other almost as long as we knew our parents. And it's very great to know people before you get famous, because it's always really nice to have somebody remind you who you were before you joined Fleetwood Mac and got very rich in 1 year and went from getting literally too poor to fill out a tax return to too rich to fill out a tax return in 6 months. So it was shocking. And it's just amazing to have some friends that were around before that happened, because they can remind you that either you're not really still being yourself and come down from your cloud, or you actually are the person that he met long before we joined Fleetwood Mac. And so that's one of the reasons why I have him, is to remind me to keep my feet on the floor. Secondly, Waddy makes it a safe place up here for me. I am not always as fearless as I seem. And I get afraid, and I get really nervous, and he makes this stage my living room, and he makes this house our house, and he makes this a place where music can be played, and all your problems and bad things that are happening can just be left out of our house, and you can come in here and have an amazing time and go home with a good feeling, and that's what he does to me. It's worth $1 million, which makes him our $1 million baby! If you had submitted all your names, we could have flashed them all by on the back of the stage, really fast, all the way through the show. All right, thank you. I'll be back.